Hi, welcome to video 4-1 on how to increase your sales using free radio. In this entire module, we'll be focusing on the pitch, the actual 8 to 10 words that you send to producers and hosts trying to get on their show. Now, there are a lot of important things about the pitch, and we're going to have in the next video an entire list of rules for this pitch. In this video, I just want to go over some of the basics and make sure you understand what we're trying to do. Now, rule number 1 that we want to talk about is that you always address your pitch to the show. Remember, a cooking show isn't going to want to have you on if you're a parenting expert. So you need to spend time researching the show and finding out if you truly are a good guest. Now, remember when I said I sent about 100 email requests a weekend? I promise you, every single one of those was either to a business or an entrepreneurship-based show. Don't go out there and contact the wrong show. It's the biggest mistake that we see. Another important rule is that when you send this pitch, the subject of the email line or the first word out of your mouth on a message for a voice message, these 8 to 10 words need to explicitly, clearly say what you are talking about. So say, for example, you're an expert on Bitcoin or something like that. Your pitch may be how Bitcoin changes the world forever or something dramatic like that, trying to let them know that you will be there to talk about Bitcoins and their important impact on society and finance. And that would be a good pitch. Now, another important thing is that when you address the host, you should actually use their name. I get hundreds of emails that say, "Dear blank," or "Dear whoever," or "Dear hello." They don't even call me by my name. They haven't bothered to research and figure out the simple Jim that I like to be addressed by. The hosts that you encounter will be the same. They want a personalized email that says, "Dear Frank, I listened to your show and think I would be a great guest." Something like that that lets them know that you actually tried to get into their space. Another big problem we see with pitch letters and pitch emails is that they get all fluffy, all silly, all colorful. You don't need 10 different colors on your pitch. Each word should not be a different color. You probably don't want 10 pictures. You might have 1 picture at the most. You don't want pictures of flowers and little curlicues over your eyes and things like that. I get pitches like that all the time. And I promise you, I delete them the second I get them. You don't want to be silly like that. There's just no reason. Another important thing is that all of your pitches should be very short and specific. 3 paragraphs, not more than probably 100 words. It doesn't need to go on and on and on. Tell them what you want to talk about. Give them some proof that you're a good host or a good guest, and move on. Don't inundate them with a 2-page email request. I get those and delete those automatically. And finally, one important thing that a pitch should include, it's really good to say, here are 3 or 4 of the questions that you might ask me, or here are 3 or 4 bullet points that come up in my interviews. That lets the reader know that you actually have planned, have a good understanding of what the interview will include, and it helps them know whether it will fit in for the audience. In the next video, I'm going to give you specific examples of pitches that have worked for me, talk about how to modify your pitch each time, and we'll keep going, figuring out how to get you free radio and PR. I'll be right back.